Welcome back to TPAAsports.com. In this video, what I'd like to do is take you through our scheduling process all the way through posting scores, the seeding tables, and ultimately the results. Now, typically we post our schedules Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning before the tournament. We spend the previous weekend kind of settling all the teams down and then begin schedules that Monday, and it usually takes us a day and a half to get those done. Once they are posted, you can get to those brackets in two ways on our website. The first way is up here off the top menu under Tournament Information. You'll see a link for Tournament Control Center and Tournament Brackets. That's one way. The other way that most of us will actually use is down here on the left-hand menu off the home page. You'll see a direct link down here, third button down, called Tournament Brackets, and that's where I'm going to click. This is our schedule page. You can see currently in this example we only have one bracket. If we happen to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, that I'll be listed here. Now I'm going to take this opportunity to explain how we notify coaches. Again, typically our brackets are posted Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning. Invariably, a coach can't play. We have a team that drops out. We have a team that adds. There's some reason why some bracket needs to be changed. I will typically notify you via email. Now that's why that email and that coach's profile is so important. I will also post a notice up on the website, typically right there on the front page, that schedules have changed. Please check to make sure that you're current. We will attempt to notify everybody via phone, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, there's just absolutely no way that I can make that guarantee. So it really is up to the coaches and the managers to continue to check for updates on the website to see if any changes have been made. Now, running left to right here, this is pretty self-explanatory. The first column is the date. That's the date the bracket will start. The second one is the tournament name. This tournament happens to be named Sample Tournament. If we had two tournaments going on in one particular weekend, you want to make sure that you're looking at the correct bracket. Division and grade, this is a D2 5th grade bracket. The venue is the big massive gym. Now there's two ways that we can view these schedules. The first way is kind of the prettier way. It's kind of the web version of our schedule. The other, before we walk through this, is the PDF version. Go back to brackets, over here to PDF. And this is a simple printable PDF version of the same bracket. Now you will also see on the brackets a last updated. Now this will tell you when this bracket was updated last. So you can look at the one you've printed. If it's got a different time and date on it, make sure that you have the most current. I'm going to hop back over to the view. Again, some of this is self-explanatory, but I want to walk you through it. The first column is the game designation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. Our pool games are designated by a G. Our bracket games are designated by a B, and obviously our championship game is a C. The second column just explains further the type of game. The third column is the date and the time that game will be played. The next column is obviously the teams. We will have the scores posted here, and we'll talk about those in a second. And then here's the court. Happens to be this bracket's all playing on one court. It doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the case always. The next part of this schedule is empty now, but it is about to change. The results table is probably the most dynamic part of this page, and frankly the part that we take the most pride in. As we start inputting scores, you will see a table develop in the results table section. That table will give you the up-to-date seeding results as current as they can be. So as we input scores, this table down here will change, and you'll see it in just 1 minute. admin notes, just in case I need to get the bracket some information, I need to see a particular coach, etc., etc. I might throw a note down here at the bottom, and that's where you'll see it. Okay. We're going to expedite Saturday. I'm going to give you an example here, and we're going to expedite Saturday, and I'm going to stop the video and go back to the other side and input a couple of scores, and then we'll explain those when we get back. So hang on just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Now, I'm about to refresh my screen, but I want you to pay very close attention what happens when I do that. As we post scores, you will see that they will appear over in that scores section of our schedules. The winner will always be noted by bold, but more importantly, and again, the cool function of the schedule page is down here in this results table. As we begin to add scores, this table will build itself. As you can see, all 4 teams played, and we have 2 wins and we have 2 losses. No ties yet. Points allowed, points scored, and point differential. And again, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Seed and division seed. This will come into play if we have combined divisions. For instance, if we have played for pool purposes, if we have combined the 4th grade and the 5th grade, and then on Sunday we're separating them in separate brackets. That's kind of where those 2 columns will come into play. Right now we're in 1 bracket, 1 pool, single age, so both of those should be the same, and they are. Now I'm going to go back and throw a couple of more scores in, and we'll see what the changes in the results table are when I get back. So hang on. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to hit my refresh, and you will see that the pool play is complete. Our seeding results table is also complete. Now let's walk through the seeding table right quick. Our seeding criteria is this. Obviously, it is win-loss. Okay. Our second criteria is head-to-head. Okay. Now, if 2 teams have the same bracket and they played, we'll look at head-to-head. If 3 teams have the same win-loss record, then we throw that out and we skip it and go straight to differential. Now, if we are still tied at differential, then if it is a USSSA tournament, then we will look at each team's power ranking. Obviously, the higher power ranking will get the higher seed. If we're still tied at that point in time, then it will be just a good old-fashioned coin toss. Okay, but that is how our seeding criteria works. Now I'm going to pause the video once again. I'm going to go over to the admin side and set Sunday's bracket. So again, hang on just 1 second. Now before I press my refresh button again, I want to take this opportunity to kind of explain when we will post our scores and why do we post them that way. Our scores will be posted as soon as that game can be finalized. As soon as we can prove up the scores, those scores will be posted on our website. We will have somebody at the gym, typically it will be me, and that's pretty much my job in life, is as the tournament director brings me scores, they will be posted on the website. So you can you don't have to be at the gym to follow along. You can you can be anywhere with an internet connection, any place with a smartphone that has internet access, you will have access to these scores. Now, the more selfish reason why we do it, as good as I think we are, we have been known to make a mistake and fat finger a score. Either the score might have been illegible when it was reported to us. The referee filled the card out wrong. There's typically, some extenuating circumstances, but we have gotten scores wrong before, backwards before. So, I want to get them up into the general public as quickly as I can so you can be my audit trail. you would not believe the number of phone calls that we will get in a weekend if a single score is posted wrong. Plus, I would much rather know that I have a score that's incorrect at 2 o'clock in the afternoon than at 10 o'clock at night once I've got all the brackets posted. So as soon as I can get them on the website, they're there. The only thing I ask of you is that you look at them, and if I'm wrong, you call me, you let me know. Okay. Now I'm going to hit my refresh button, and you will see that the teams and the appropriate seedings are placed in the bracket. And this is how Sunday will start, or Saturday will end. Okay. Now I'm going to stop the video and put the score in the very first bracket game because I want to show you one other thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit my refresh button. I have that first score posted. But what I want you to see is what happens to the bracket once I hit this refresh button. Now, not only is the score placed in the bracket one game, but note what happened down here in the in this case it's the championship game. The team follows to its next game. Now, again, this is a pretty simple bracket with 4 teams, but if we've got 16 or 17 teams, this bracket can get quite long and sometimes difficult to follow. So our system will forward the team into their next game. Again, something that's very unique around the tournament circuit in the Metroplex. So I'm going to go ahead and input this last score so we can get our bracket complete, and I will be right back. Okay, one more refresh, and you can see that our bracket is now complete. And again, all the teams flowed forward into their next bracket. So this is the conclusion of this bracket, but this isn't the conclusion of what we have to do. We will take all of these scores and all of these games and report them to USSSA. Now, if you look and look at on the USSSA site and look at the videos regarding team pages, you'll see that these games will appear there also. These teams will affect your power. These games will affect your power ranking. They'll affect your number of points. So it is kind of a neat interactive thing, not only on our website, but as we move this information up to the USSSA site. Yeah, I hope I've answered all the questions that you may have in dealing with our schedules, along with our seating requirements, Sunday bracket, etc. If I haven't, please check up on the Contact Us page. My email address is there. Shoot me an email, give us a call, and we'll be happy to sit and answer any questions you have. Again, thank you.